We are living through a loneliness epidemic. Scientists are calling it that, officially. More people than ever are connected online, and more people than ever feel completely alone. Dating apps have turned human connection into a catalog. Relationships that once lasted decades now barely survive a year. And somewhere in the middle of all of this, millions of people are lying awake at night asking the same question. Why does this keep happening to me? You meet someone, it feels electric. It feels different this time. And then, slowly or suddenly, as it falls apart, and the pattern repeats. The same dynamic, the same pain, sometimes even the same type of person, just wearing a different face. What if that pattern isn't a coincidence? What if it's written, not in your failures, not in your past, but in the stars present at the moment you were born? Stay with me, because what I'm about to share might be the most honest conversation you've had about love in a very long time. The loneliness epidemic in astrology. In 2023, the U.S. Surgeon General issued a formal advisory declaring loneliness a public health crisis. Studies show that lacking meaningful connection carries the same health risk as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Divorce rates have surged. Therapy waitlists are months long. An entire generation is growing up not knowing how to be in a relationship, or how to be alone without feeling like something is wrong with them. We've been handed every tool to connect, and somehow the connection feels thinner than ever. Now, astrology doesn't promise to fix that. But it offers something that therapy, self-help books, and dating advice rarely do: a map of your inner world. A blueprint that shows not just who you are, but why you love the way you love, why you attract what you attract, and what you actually need, not what you think you need, to feel genuinely loved. The 3 placements that rule your love life. In astrology, your relationship patterns are not ruled by just one placement. There are 3 that work together, and most people only know about one of them, if any. First, your Venus sign. This tells you what you find beautiful, what you desire, and how you behave when you're attracted to someone. It's your love language written in the stars. Second, your Mars sign. This governs how you pursue, how you assert yourself, and, honestly, what turns you on. It's the part of you that acts on desire rather than just feeling it. Third, your moon sign. And this one is the most overlooked of all. Your moon sign reveals what you need emotionally to feel truly safe in love. Not what you want, what you need. And when that need goes unmet, which it often does, because most people don't even know what it is, relationships quietly collapse from the inside out. The most painful mismatches in love don't happen because 2 people don't care about each other. They happen because 2 people's emotional needs are fundamentally incompatible, and nobody ever told them that. Venus through the signs. Let's look at Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and attraction, through each zodiac sign. This will tell you a great deal about what you truly desire in a partner, and why you may keep choosing people who can't give it to you. Venus in Aries. You love fast, and you love hard. You're drawn to the chase, to passion, to someone who matches your fire, but you can mistake intensity for compatibility, and when the initial rush fades, so does your interest. You need a partner who keeps surprising you. Venus in Taurus. You love slowly, deeply, and with enormous loyalty. You need physical presence, consistency, and someone who shows up the same way every single day. You don't fall easily, but when you do, it's forever. Your wound is staying too long in comfort, even when the love has gone. Venus in Gemini. You fall in love with minds. Conversation, wit, intellectual spark. These matter more to you than most people realize. You need variety and mental stimulation in love. Your pattern? Losing interest the moment mystery disappears. You don't fear commitment, you fear boredom. Venus in Cancer. You love with your whole being, and you expect the same in return. You are nurturing, devoted, and deeply sensitive to emotional temperature. You give everything, often before it's asked for. Your wound is choosing people who need saving instead of people who are ready to love you back. Venus in Leo. You love grandly, and you need to be loved grandly in return. You give your partner the world, and you need someone who makes you feel chosen, celebrated, and seen. Your pattern is attracting admirers instead of equals, people who want your light, but aren't ready to match it. Venus in Virgo. You show love through acts of service. You notice every detail, remember every preference, and quietly make everything better. You rarely ask for what you need in return. Your deepest wound is believing that love must be earned through usefulness, and choosing partners who are all too happy to let you believe that. Venus in Libra. You are a natural romantic, idealistic, charming, and deeply invested in the idea of partnership. You thrive in harmony and wither in conflict. Your pattern is staying in relationships long past their expiration date because leaving feels like failure. You need a partner, yes, but first, you need to stop disappearing into them. Venus in Scorpio. You don't do surface love. You want to be known completely, every shadow, every secret, every scar, and you offer the same in return. The most loyal, transformative love comes from Venus in Scorpio. The wound? You sometimes test people until they leave, because being abandoned confirms what you feared from the beginning. Venus in Sagittarius. You love freedom, and you need a partner who understands that loving you means never caging you. You are generous, adventurous, and wildly fun to be with. Your pattern is choosing love that can't last, because somewhere deep down, forever feels like a door closing. Venus in Capricorn. You take love seriously, perhaps too seriously. You build slowly, commit deeply, and tend to choose partners based on stability and potential, rather than spark. Your wound is closing your heart before anyone gets close enough to hurt it. The love you want most is the one you find hardest to let in. Venus in Aquarius. You love differently, and you've always known it. You need friendship, intellectual equality, and space to be completely yourself inside a relationship. Your pattern is choosing unavailable people because available feels suffocating. The paradox of Venus in Aquarius. You crave deep connection and simultaneously fear it. Venus in Pisces. The most romantically idealistic placement of all. You love without borders, completely, selflessly, almost spiritually. You see the best in people, often before they see it themselves. Your deepest wound is loving the potential of someone rather than who they actually are right now, and losing years waiting for them to become. Is she breaking the pattern? Here's what nobody tells you about love patterns. They don't repeat because you're broken. They repeat because they're familiar. Your nervous system was wired early, by your first experiences of love, safety, and connection, and it keeps seeking what it knows, even when what it knows hurts. Your birth chart doesn't cause your patterns, but it maps them with extraordinary precision. It shows you the wound underneath the pattern, and once you can see the wound clearly, really see it, you stop reacting from it blindly. That's not therapy. That's not self-help. That's self-knowledge, and self-knowledge is where genuine change begins. Understanding your Venus, your Moon, and your Mars together gives you something most people spend decades in therapy trying to find. A clear picture of why you love the way you love, and what you actually need to finally get it right. If anything in this video made you stop and think, that's exactly what I do, then I want you to take one more step. Moon. Reading generates a free, deeply personalized astral reading based on your exact date of birth. It explores the hidden layers of your personality, your emotional needs, your relationship patterns, the things that are driving your love life from underneath the surface. Whether you're aware of them or not, it's not a generic horoscope. It's a mirror, and sometimes seeing yourself clearly for the first time is the beginning of everything changing. The link is in the description and pinned in the comments. It's free. It takes 2 minutes, and it might finally give you the language to understand something you've been feeling for years. You deserve a love that actually fits who you are. This is where you start finding out what that looks like. Loneliness is real. The crisis in love and connection is real, but so is the possibility of something different, once you stop repeating what you don't understand. Drop your Venus sign in the comments. I want to know which description hit closest to home, and which part you're still working through. This is a safe space. We're all figuring it out. If this video reached something in you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. That one share might be more powerful than you know. Next week, we're exploring Saturn in your chart, the planet of lessons, limits, and the areas of life where you are being asked to grow up, whether you're ready or not. That one is going to be uncomfortable in the best way. Until then, know yourself first. Love will follow.